Before I get started, I would like to take a moment to give a shout out to my members. Thank you guys for joining my membership program. I really appreciate you guys. Thank you so much. Hey guys, hope everyone is doing well. I'm actually here in Jamaica at my mom's house. If you guys did not know or even hear my accent, I'm originally from Jamaica and I'm actually looking out the window right now. I'm from the city. I know when Americans or other people from different countries, when they travel to Jamaica, they go to the resort. You guys don't get to see what I'm seeing right now. This is the real deal. This is what it is. As a matter of fact, let me see if I can show you guys. So I'm looking out the window right now. See that? That's the next door neighbor's house. Okay. Anyway, let me get into why I am hopping on to make this video. So I know a lot of people are trying to get into the post office, right? Which is great. So there are things that happens when you are new to the post office and you pretty much have to go through the mean people. Yeah, so I did have a video on this where I talk about how mean the postal employees are when you're new. You have to go through that. I don't know anyone who started working for the post office who did not experience that, especially women. If you are a female going in as a clerk, just know that you're going to bump into some mean employees. And the sad part of it, they're women. The ones that I've had issues with, they're all women. It's so sad. But anyway, since I have a video on that, on the employees, I want to talk about the postmaster. I'm not sure who came up with that word, the postmaster, but listen, this person, this individual can make or break your experience as a postal employee. So we have to dive into that. This is a very good one to dive into. My personal experience with my postmaster, well, first of all, as you guys should know, I started out as a PTF, a part-time flexi, and it does not mean that I'm a part-time employee. I'm actually a full-time career employee. So when you go in as a PTF, you do not have a set schedule, right? Which means they can work the hell out of you, and they will work the hell out of you. So a PTF going in is going in to make some money, right? Good money because of the overtime. So for me, my postmaster seemed really nonchalant, like things doesn't bother him. The things that I like about him was that when people didn't show up, because you'll experience that a lot, there will be people who don't show up for work and the burden falls on you. Some of your clerks, your employees, they won't show up for work. They're on vacation, especially if they're from the military and they're receiving disability. They take advantage of their time that they can not work and all this stuff. So just expect things to fall on you as a PTF, because those full-time employees that's been there for years, when they see newcomers, they just want to put all the load on you. They want to work less. They feel like, oh, you just coming in. I've been doing this for so long. So here, you do this. Oh, there's someone at the window. You go. So they try to do that. They make it really difficult for you. And bear in mind, during this process, you are getting ready to take your window training exam. That's if you're a PTF, right? You're getting ready to do that. And you're coming into this negative experience. And it's like, my gosh, I have to focus on passing this thing, or else I'm going to lose this job. And here you are adding stress to my life at work. So the postmaster is like I said, from my personal experience, he seemed like he was pretty calm and everything. And there are things that I do like about him. Like, he'll get on the window. If a driver doesn't show up, he goes and drive, because he used to be a driver when he was starting off. So he will pick that up. And I love that about him, because you have some employee, some supervisor or managers, they do not get their hands dirty, but this man, he does. So I'm going to give him that. I will never take that away from him. The things that I didn't like about him was he took advantage of me as a PTF. And I say advantage because he was doing things that he wasn't supposed to do to me. As far as work, we're talking about work and hours and stuff like that. So the window's here, so I keep looking out there. The police just drove by. So there was another employee that was there. She's a clerk also. She's she's full-time, and she's been there for years. So she's a regular. They call that regular, right? When you've been there and you worked your way up to a career employee. So she's a regular. Regulars have set schedules, right? And they have 2 days off, usually 1 day during the week and on a Sunday. So this is what he used to do to me. That girl does not show up to work early, right? She is the lead clerk. She is supposed to be there on time. She's never on time. She gets there sometimes an hour late, 45 minutes late, 30 minutes late. Bear in mind, I'm coming in. I am the new person. I'm the new PTF. I'm coming in 4:30 to do all the stuff, right? So I'm coming in 4:30 to open up the post office, get things situated. Everything is like a rush before, the window opens up. So she's supposed to be there. She's not there. I have to leave what I'm doing to go to the window to pick up for her. Bear in mind, I still have to carry the load of what I have going on in the back of the post office. So I'm waiting for her. I'm working the window, and of course you have to be nice to the customers. You can't take that out on them. They didn't do anything. So I'm there going with a smile. I'm burnt out because of what I have going on in the back, opening the post office, getting up that early to get there. And then now I have to stop that, come and fill in for her until she gets there. When she gets there, she's just walking in like all is well. He doesn't say anything. She comes in, she does what and then she's there at the window. Then I go back to do what I'm doing. So now time is against me, right? Because remember, I have to put all of the mails inside of the mailboxes, because they did have that at my post office. So now everything is a rush. I have to do all this stuff, trying to catch up. People coming in. Is a mail up yet? Is the mail up? Because the mail is supposed to be up at the post office that I work at 11. So think about all that pressure. And remember, I'm throwing packages in the back. Well, you don't throw them like this. You're like throwing them like that, like inside of their designated areas and routes and those big bins that they go in, right? So you're overwhelmed in everything, and everyone is putting stuff on you, right? So everyone takes advantage of you. The postmaster sees this and doesn't say anything. He's the one, I need you to go and open up the window. He doesn't correct her. And I worked there from the duration of time that I worked there. That girl was always late, and nothing happens to her because she's like, they have a friendship thing going on, right? So they're friends. So he looks out for her. So she gets to go away on vacation, and she was like the queen, pretty much, just because she was a good friend to the postmaster. She was like the queen inside the post office, right? So when a position came up for me to run my own post office, right? So just in case if you guys didn't know, I have this on my video where it is possible to have a one-man post office. So there is no one else there but me, right? It's a small post office, but it's a sister post office of that other post office that I started off with, right? So he is still my postmaster, right? But when you are working, when you branch off and you go, you select a position and whatever to go full-time, your pay goes down a little tiny bit, because now you don't have to work the holidays anymore, you see? So you're getting, your pay is cut a little bit. Once I went over there, for me, that was like my freedom, right? Because now I don't have to work the shift that other people are trying to run away from. I don't have to have that burden and stuff put on me. I don't have to leave what I'm doing to go to the window, to open up the window. So here I am now. I'm at this post office that I'm the only one there. I'm not working with anyone. I'm happy. I have my freedom. I can use my phone when I don't have any customers. Like, you have this freedom. There's no one there but you. So I'm thinking, oh, wow. Thank God it's over. It's done. I don't have to deal with, working on Sundays, because as a PTF, you have to work on Sundays. So I'm like, no more Sundays. I have my schedule and everything. Do you know the postmaster still, the girl, her schedule that she was off was Fridays and Saturdays, right? But on Saturdays, she works half a day. So I wouldn't say she's really off, but she has a half day on Saturdays. So that girl, that lady that I was talking about, right? The one that was close friends with the postmaster, her schedule, she works Monday, Tuesdays, Wednesdays, Thursdays, Fridays. Saturdays, she works half day, and Sundays, she doesn't work at all. So because the post office where we work, we're low on people, which expect that too. They're for some reason, they always need more people there to help. So I think she's not supposed to work on Saturdays, right? But everyone at the post office is working schedules and doing what they need to do to fill in, right? But most of the pressure is on me because I am the PTF. Once I got away from that main post office, he would still request for me to, so my post office closes. Look, you see how I'm like, listen, the Jamaican is trying to come out right now, right? Because this thing really bothered me, right? This is one of the reasons why I left the post office. This is one of the reasons. He looked out for her so much that he inconvenienced everyone else, and especially me, because I'm the PTF. I remember, because I don't have a set schedule, so they could flip me, throw me in any schedule that he wants to. He would call me to leave my post office. My post office is 6 days a week, right? And on the 6th day, which is the Saturday, because I'm off on Sundays, I work half day. The post office closes half day on Saturdays. Do you know? He would call me and say, because at first I thought that I didn't have a say so, because he was already doing this to me when I was at the main post office. She would work for the half day, she leaves, and then I go and finish up behind her for the whole day, the entire day. Okay, so when I'm leaving now, that is not supposed to happen. When you're a regular, it's not like that, right? So you're free from this open schedule. You have a set schedule, but he was still stepping into my personal time, my schedule, because he is still my postmaster, and he would tell me that I have to work and finish off her Saturdays. Some people might look at it like, aren't you getting paid for that? But for me, it's not about the money all the time. It's about principle. You understand? It's about someone just standing up for themselves. So yeah, I went a few times, and then the same people that were mean to me, those regulars, would pull me to the side and say, he's not supposed to do that. He couldn't have done this to me. Oh, you notice that you're the only one he tells to do all these extra stuff. Like, you have a set schedule now. You're no longer a PTF. Why is he doing this? You don't see something is wrong with that? Don't do it. Don't do it. She needs to do it. That's what all of them were telling me. That the girl needs to do it, that they've seen him just let her go through and do whatever she wants and make things easy for her and stuff like that. So you know what I did? I eventually told him, I sent him a text message, right? Because we have all of the co-workers, all of us, the clerks, we have his phone number. I sent him a text message and I said to him, moving forward, I will not work on Saturdays past my schedule. I will no longer work outside of the schedule that I have. So which means no more Saturdays at the main post office. Once I'm done with my location, I'm done. No more Sundays. He was still making me work on Sundays, which is not supposed to happen. Because if that's the case, how come he's not doing it to the other regulars, right? Why is he doing it to me? So it's because I'm new. So he's saying, oh, she doesn't know. So I'm going to take advantage of it to make it better, make it easier for his friend. So that's what happened with that. So once I told him no more Sundays, no more Saturdays, listen, he was mad. He was so mad at me. I pissed him off. And this is how serious it was. When I bought my house and I was closing on my house, he gave me a hard time to take off that one day. That one day, he gave me a hard time to take it off. And technically, it wasn't even me taking it off because I still had to make up to work like 7 days to make up for that day. But anyway, he was so mad. And it wasn't much longer from there where my other position that I applied to with Department of Justice came through, because that's where I currently work right now. I work for DOJ. They were ready for me to start and everything. So I knew I was getting ready to leave because I went to the interview went well and everything. So everything just worked out perfectly. So that new position that I had, me running my own post office, I was there for a few months, maybe 4 months. About 3-4 months I was there for. So like I said, I was there for 3 to 4 months working at my post office, right? The one where it's just me only. That was my place, my post office that I was running. So once it was time for me to move on to my next level, to Department of Justice, do you know that he tried to sabotage me? You guys think I'm making this up. He tried to sabotage me. And bear in mind, these people are investigating and all this stuff. This is serious. You see what I'm saying? They called him, left voicemails. He never picked up. The lady was telling me she cannot get a hold. And he was holding me up. He was actually holding me up. So with that being said, you have to be careful with your postmaster. Like, they literally can make your life miserable there, even when you're moving forward. There were paperwork that he was supposed to fill out. He never did it. I gave the lady that's doing my investigation his email. He never did it. He did everything to try to avoid doing his part so I can leave. He tried to stop me from leaving. Okay. So anyway, if it wasn't for one of the regulars that were there, it's so funny and it's so beautiful how life comes around full circle. God used that same woman to help me to bypass the postmaster, right? So she's the one so the lady that was doing my investigation, she called the post office. She picked up because she knew what was going on, right? Because we became cool. She told the lady that's doing my investigation what was happening, that he's there, she's hearing the phone ring, he's not picking up, he's not this. And she explained to him that he's upset that I'm getting ready to leave. And it's true, that's what it was. Like, he was mad that I was getting ready to leave and he was trying to sabotage it. So you know what? The lady used that and filled in certain things that he didn't do. But as far as the paperwork, he had to do that one. That one he had to do because I was on him. And the Department of Justice, they were on him too to fill out that paperwork for me to be my release paperwork, because it's like government to government. So they had to, fill that out. So that's my story right there with a postmaster. They can be nice. They can be not nice. But at the end of the day, you just keep doing what you're supposed to do. Like, I've never disrespected him. I've never cursed him out. I've never cursed out anyone at the post office. None of the co-workers that were mean to me. None of that. I just came in motivated to do my job. And I did my job until it was time to move on out of there. So I just want to let you guys know that, yes, it's great that you guys want to be in the post office and you guys want that. You guys want that experience and really want to be in the post office. But just know, when you do get there, I'm speaking mostly for the clerks. I don't know what it's like being a driver. I don't know what it's like working, as a mail handler. I have no clue. But for me as a clerk, it's like some kind of initiation thing that happens when you go in, where everybody's mean to you. People talk about you behind your back. One person coming to you saying, oh, she said this about you, or she doesn't like you. Bear in mind, the whole time I'm just focused doing my work. I'm not even thinking about them. I'm thinking about mastering this job. I'm thinking about my window training, because if I don't pass that, I'm out of there. I don't have time to deal with those little petty stuff that's going on. Sometimes you even want help and they'll leave you there to fail in front of the customers and say, oh, and it's so funny. That same girl, I'm older than her. That's why I'm saying girl, but let me stop. That same lady that I said that, she was friends with the postmaster. She has left me there to drown before, right? Because when you have to, there's so many things that you have to learn, working the window. It's overwhelming. It is. And she told another clerk that, oh, she's been here for a month. Was it a month? She's been here for 3 weeks already. I told her how to do it. I'm not telling her again. Like, honey, we are here for the same goal, the same purpose. We are working as a team, but they will leave you there to drown. They will leave you there to drown. And it's so sad, because I'm not that type of person. So to see someone do that to me, and it's more than one of them, like I said, it's like an initiation. It's sad, but that's just what it is. So just be prepared. You want to be a clerk? I'm giving you the heads up on that. The postmaster, the co-workers, they can be mean. They can be mean. But nonetheless, the post office is a great place to work. Don't let that stop you. Don't let it frighten you, scare you, intimidate you. Just go on in there like I did. Just go on in there and try to soak up everything. Try to soak it up. It's serious, soak it up, and you'll be good at the end. Thank you guys for watching this video. I'm saying peace out. Take care.